Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Marvin Wiley Jr. And at this point, you've taken the online assessment, you've chosen your first path, and you've finished steps 1 through 5 on the beginning pathways checklist. Right now we're on step number 6. Moving on from there, and we're ready to get logged in to Basecamp. To do that, we'll click on Pathways. Then there'll be 3 buttons you can click on to get to the Pathways start page to get started. You can click on Access my path through Basecamp, go to Basecamp, or choose a path. Any of those will work. Click on that one there, and you come up with the start page. Find the navigator, which is a great refresher tool if you're a long-term Toastmaster. For new Toastmasters, it's great for them to get introduced to all the essentials that they'll come across within Toastmasters, such as the officer roles, the club meeting roles, the different paths to choose, etc. All of that will be listed under the navigator. And it's very interactive. It's very fun how they put that together to make it interactive and make it interesting to explore. So I highly recommend clicking Launch the Navigator. In this middle box here, you'll find the option to set your home club and get logged in as that home club. For the home club that you're logged in as, all that means is it's going to indicate who you can interact with on Basecamp and who can interact with you. When setting your home club, one key situation to be mindful of when deciding which club to set as your home club would be when you have completed a level. Say, for example, you completed level 1, and you're going to submit the request for your level completion so that you'll be able to move on to level 2. Whichever club you set as your home club, those are the Basecamp managers that are going to receive that request. So that would be one situation where you want to be mindful of setting your home club. Another one would be simply if you wanted to give a member feedback, or if you wanted another member to give you feedback, then you want to make sure that you have your home club set up as that same member who you like to interact with. Now, starting off, I'm going to just demonstrate how easy it is to change your home club. I'm going to log in as Success Speaks right here, and then if I just click that button there and go to the start page, I'll simply be able to set my home club and log in as a different home club. And you'll know that you've logged in as that home club if you click on your universal profile, which you can put a picture there if you would like. It'll show which club you've set as your home club, just right there. And on your profile, you also find an option of editing your summary, your interest. To put in interest, you actually have to just type in the interest, and once you put a comma, it's automatically going to input a burgundy colored link, and you'll be able to click save, and it'll click on, or it'll enter your interest. And these are actually clickable links, whereas if I click on golf, it's going to show all the pathways guides that are also interested in golf. So I think that's pretty cool how all the interests are linked. So whoever you set your home club up, you'll be able to see who shares similar interests as you. Now we're just going to go back home here, go to the start page, change the home club, and log in. Now, key things to look at is to keep it simple. Now, the main things you have to do on pathways is to access your path. So let's just go ahead and do that right now. You can either click on your educational transcript, or you would see a shortcut to your transcript on your home screen. And open up your path, you'll just click on Open Curriculum, and it'll open up all the levels. You'll find when getting started, evaluation, feedback, and researching and presenting those are all grayed out. You can't launch them, but you'll be able to activate your icebreaker and launch that one. And once you complete your before and after your speech assessment, then at that point is when the icebreaker project will be checked off, and your evaluation feedback and researching and presenting will be able to be launched at that point. When opening up a project, you'll click launch. You'll be able to resize the screen by hovering over the drop or the corner, and it's dragging until you're able to see the arrows and all the control functions. To download your resources, you can go to the resource page, which will be your evaluation, and you'll be able to download all of your resources. So you'll click on it and download your evaluation forms to print out and bring to the meeting, or you can simply just you can actually just copy this link and email the link over to your evaluator, or if you wanted to, you can download the document, save it onto your computer, and then email it to your evaluator as an attachment. But the simplest thing would be to print out the document and bring it to the meeting, or to just simply highlight that, copy that link, because then the evaluators need to click on the link and it'll just take you simply to the evaluation form for your evaluator to download that document. And that would be how you can download all of your materials, get them printed. You'll find some material within the past or within the projects. They have material that you kind of will click on the button, such as the next button, to get to the other material. If you click on the arrows, it's going to skip through that material and you'll miss some of the content that's within the project. And that will be navigating the project specifically. And once you go through taking the online assessment for the before and after your speech assessment, make sure that you click on the submit button at the end of each assessment. That way the results are saved, they're recorded, and then it'll go ahead and get your other two projects, evaluation, in this case evaluation feedback and researching and presenting, will be unlocked after you submit your speech assessment. Now that will be accessing your path, so there's some key factors to focus on there. And when looking at these buttons here, you want to make sure that you hover over these buttons and then click the drop down. You can hover over the check compatibility and then click check compatibility. You'll be able to test your system, your computer, your laptop, or your device to make sure it's compatible with Pathways. You can also ensure that, it's also highly important to ensure that your pop-up blocker is turned off for this website, for Basecamp. As you can see, when I opened up the projects, it opened up a new window. But if your pop-up blocker is turned on, then those windows aren't going to open. Here are some great tools to explore when you have maybe about 10 minutes or so. You can explore one of these particular tutorials. These are great as they take a member who's in a Toastmasters club and they kind of introduce you to that member, and that member is exploring, or that member is essentially sharing their experience with that subject with you. And I think that's makes it interesting that way. Like for this example, exploring my profile overview, it says Abigail Sanchez has just joined Toastmasters. She took the Pathways assessment, is ready to embark on her path. So as you can see, it's kind of connects in that way. And there are videos within these tutorials as well. Similar to the project, you can resize the screen if needed, and you can watch all the videos within this content. So these are great resources to utilize as you are familiarizing yourself with how Pathways works. Now let's go, and if you do find that you click on the project and it's not open, and you don't see that it opened, and it just took you to your educational transcript, you can hover over here and then you'll find the open project on your browser. In this case, I'm using Chrome, so I can just hover over the Chrome icon at the bottom of my screen, and it'll pop open. Well, it'll pop open all the tabs I have open, or the windows that matter I have open, and you'll see the window for your project. And you just click that, it'll open it up there for you. A very useful tool for getting familiar with the evaluation forms is speech evaluations. You can click on speech evaluations and then click on review the how to evaluate tutorial. You'll find an interactive evaluation tutorial where there will be an instructor walking you through the evaluation forms. There will also be a speech that will be given in the Toastmasters setting where you'll be able to practice using those 3 forms, and the instructor will also evaluate those forms, and you'll be able to kind of, or they'll also evaluate the speech using those forms. You'll be able to compare your evaluation with the instructor's evaluation as you are getting familiarized with the new form. So I think this is a very fun
Serving as an evaluator
useful
can be
tool
one of the most intimidating parts of being a Toastmaster.
So I highly recommend exploring this tutorial when you have a minute as well. It's really great for a new member who's just getting started as a speech evaluator. And all in all, those are all the basics for navigating the Basecamp, being familiarized with it, looking at some where the tools are, setting your home club, why to set your home club. Those are some things to keep in mind as going through the path that you have chosen. And all in all, I always believe it's important to keep it simple, and to not overcomplicate things per se, because when it comes down to it, all you really need to do is to navigate through your paths, getting evaluated on your speech, finding where either printing out your evaluation forms, giving it to your evaluator, or emailing it over to your evaluator in that way. And you're not required to, but you could upload those files, which I have a video of that on another video where I demonstrate how to simply upload your files on your Basecamp profile. But all in all, if you have any further questions, you can feel free to pass those along to me, and I'll be more than happy to help. And I hope you have a great rest of your week. Thanks. Take care.